LP representing that 4LUVofBOXING like I always do. I'm here in the studio. Icon Radio, RTU, respect the underground for the 4LUVofBOXING podcast episode 91.
91, Holmes.
Woo, wait. And boy, do we got a treat for you guys tonight, though. Hey, so of course I'm with my partner in crime, Mr. Valley of the Sun. Guapodamas is actually not out of commission for tonight, but you got us tonight. But go ahead, my man, introduce yourself.
So as my brother from another just gracefully stated eloquently, I am his brother from another, Mr. Valley of the Sun. A lot of people know me as Jerry, and I am a big-time boxing aficionado and boxing head. I love talking boxing with my brothers. I love being here in studio every Friday with my brothers. And yes, we are coming to you live from Phoenix, AZ, a hotbed in the Southwest region.
Oh, yes.
Of the world. So, like Mr. LP said, shout out to our brother who couldn't make it tonight, Mr. Guapodamas. Heal quickly, my dude. We'll see you back here. Well, you won't see me here next week, but you will be back in studio next week. I'm sure you're going to be killing it as usual. But for today, we got a couple things we want to get off our chest and a couple good things we want to talk about that is going on here locally. And, of course, some big-time boxing that is going to be going down tomorrow. But first things first, I want to address the elephant in the room. The real reason that Mr. Guapodamas is not in the building today isn't because me and him are always challenging for the best looks on a Friday night. What happened was, it's a special day today for one of us three. It's a momentous day. It's a celebration day. And when you get three alphas in a room, eventually you have to restake your claim. And that's what I did today. I told Mr. Guapodamas, stay your ass home because Mr. LP was mine first. I had to establish dominance. I had to take a little control and get my side piece back. And that's exactly what happened. And look, boom,
My
done.
man. Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, it's Mr. LP's birthday today. Let's give it up to my dude. Yeah,
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Happy birthday. It's an actual birthday is today. You've had one hell of a last 24 hours. You're going to have another hellacious 24 hours this weekend. Actually, let's make that maybe 36 hours.
It's gonna be
we got a
long
couple
weekend.
local events going on here in town. If you are here locally in the Phoenix AZ market,
Let's talk about tonight, too.
You need to listen up closely. Mr. LP is going to break down what's going down tonight, which actually doors opened up a few minutes ago. And if you're looking for some live combat sporting entertainment, tonight in the West Valley, there's an event going down. We're going to talk about that. And then tomorrow, also in the West Valley, we got a big event going down tomorrow too. So, Mr. LP, let everybody know the details of what's going down tonight.
So tonight, which you're going to see us there. So that's why we had to get in a little earlier. We wanted to go ahead and get you guys episode 91 out of the way live. Let's keep the tradition alive with our Fridays, right? But after we're done with this, you can catch the team at the Stratus Event Center on 43rd Avenue in Indian School, where 10-0 Promotions is putting together a fight card.
Desert Rain.
Desert Rain. They have 5 fights on deck, which I did an interview with the promoters yesterday, and I thought to myself, with 10 fights, I was going to probably scroll through real fast, but I'm going to go ahead and share what they were sharing with me. Aside from just the fights that they're going to have for their entertainment pleasure for the rabid fight fans, they're also going to have a comedy show. They got comedians that are going to be putting on a little something for those in attendance, and also some music performance. I want to share this with you guys. If you haven't seen a 10-0 Promotion fight card event, do yourself a favor and treat yourself, because seriously, these guys know how to put on a show. I've actually worked with these gentlemen for quite a few years. They actually is somebody I've worked with in the music industry, and they did pretty good in regards to that, and they decided to jump ship and go on to combat. And my nephew was actually blessed to actually fight in one of their cards, and they really go all out for the kids and stuff. Like, it's like a full production, you know. They got a ring walk and everything. They got a live feed. And shout out LP Sounds and Flash Media Sports. Mel and Trubs, the director, they're actually there. They're gonna do. They're rolling the cameras. They're actually gonna be broadcasting
They're taking
live.
care of the live feed.
And but when we get there, of course, they're gonna also be. We're gonna be doing some interviews and getting some footage and stuff of what's going on. But that's going down tonight. It's actually going on right now. I promise you guys, if you're looking for something to do, go show up. Show some love to the local fight scene and stuff, and see what's good. So yes, this is a boxing platform, and this fight card is actually Muay Thai and kickboxing. But nonetheless, it's local combat sport, and we here at 4Level Boxing support it 100%, and we'll be there.
So what you're telling me, Mr. LP, from what I just heard on that introduction on that event tonight, is if you were to compare 10-0 Promotions boxing style, they're unorthodox.
Yes, indeed. So they have a history of putting together shows, like, again, in the music world too. And I just think from their experiences that they've done, they're deciding to do like a clash up, and I am a little intrigued to see how this pans out for the sake of their event. I hope it all smooth sailing, and the people that are there are going to appreciate the comedy bits in between and the performances. So that's what the promoter, Mr. Lou Green, he was just sharing. He was breaking it down to me. He's like, no, like, so we're not gonna just throw all the fights in and do this. Like, we're gonna have a couple fights, have a quick little breather, go ahead and do this, and then bring me in the fights. So it's gonna be an eventful, entertaining evening. And I can't wait to get there.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get there.
What we recommend on the 4Level Boxing podcast is just come out and support them. Come check it out for yourself. Don't take us for it if you're looking for some entertainment value, whether it's a fisticuffs or laughs or just a night out in the town. There's gonna be entertainment value for everybody there. So I'm not sure if it's is it an 18 and over, 21 and over event?
I believe it's all ages, my man.
It might be even there. It is. It could be even all ages. Cover
It's
charge to get in.
It's a family affair and stuff.
What's cover charge?
You know what? I'm not quite sure, my man.
Okay.
I don't want to be quoted in regards to that, but just know this: you're not gonna break the bank. You're gonna get value for whatever the price cost is to get in. I promise you guys. They know how to put on a show. And again, we're gonna go ahead and give you some behind the scene exposure in regards to that when we do get there. So you guys, after we're done with this, stay tuned and look and follow us on all our our applications. We're gonna be serving it up to you guys. Okay?
If you need any more incentive to come check out the 10-0 Promotions event tonight, entitled Desert Rain, your boy Valley of the Sun. This is gonna be my first 10-0 experience. So come out, have a drink with me. Come out, have a drink with us. Come out and share a toast to 4Level Boxing with us tonight at the Stratus Event Center. So that's what's going down tonight. You can catch us there.
And give me a birthday drink.
There it is. So that's going down today. That's going down tonight. Come
right
check
now.
it out. 10-0 Promotions. You can find them on all social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, we also have another local event. This one also, too, family friendly. And to me, that's the theme of the Phoenix AZ market, right? Everything we do out here could be family friendly. So tomorrow night, actually tomorrow day into the night, there's a Tacos and Lolos festival. And tacos, obviously, galore food trucks. Lolos meaning lowriders. So there's going to be a car show, lowrider car show. There's going to be a lot of food. There's going to be concerts. There's going to be a pro boxing event put together by Fight Hard Promotions.
Shout out to Fight Hard.
And our boy Chris Vasquez is heavily invested with that. And then our people at Emily Boxing are involved. Shout out to our boy David and all those cats. They're going to be out there. There's going to be a 4 pro fight bout sheet for your entertainment. And that comes with admission into the festival. Boxing tomorrow at the Tacos and Lolos event starts at 5 p.m. sharp. Tickets to get in the door, I believe right now is $40. I'm not sure if that's going to be the price once you get to the door.
Yeah.
But you can look up, I can't remember what it is, but if you look up Tacos and Lolos and Google it, or if you look up on social media, you can actually, if you're looking for tickets.
Lowrider attorneys or lawyers.
Lowrider lawyers. Yep,
Yeah,
they're the major marketing promoter on
There's
that.
billboards all over the place around
Also,
town and stuff.
you can hit up our boy who's headlining the fight card tomorrow, Demo Watson, who came in today is sharp and ready, 150 pounds.
D-Mo, baby, his first headliner.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, Mr. Watson is 10-0, 7 KOs. He is going for 11-0 tomorrow, courtesy of Fuentes Boxing Club.
Shout out to Fuentes.
And Fuentes also has a fighter as a co-main event, too. And I have yet to catch that young man's name. But we are going to be there tomorrow. We are going to do some behind-the-scenes interviews. We are going to cover that. We are definitely going to cover that event tomorrow. So come out, say what's up to your boys. We will be there aiming for 5 o'clock to catch all 4 of those fight cards. And the event itself, the full event, is headlined by DJ Quick with a live band. Other artists on deck are Baby Bash, Lil Rob,
Paul
Loonies,
Wall,
Paul Wall,
Crystal Poppin.
Crystal Poppin's gonna be in the house, and then of course every other activity that they got going on there. One admission gets into all of that tomorrow. So go ahead and hit them up. And our boy Rambling Ralph, I believe, will be the MC that night.
Oh man,
as
my
well.
man.
So yeah,
shout out to my boy Rambling Ralph.
So come
man.
out there,
Respect,
support them. You can look up Rambling Ralph on all social media platforms. You can look up Demo Watson on all social media platforms. DMO Watson. He's headlining tomorrow night. We will be there. We're looking forward to repping him and his squad. And it's going to be a fun day tomorrow, too. So we have a hellacious 36 hours on tap for the 4LUV Boxing team.
Indeed.
Exciting times.
Indeed.
I know what I'm
Indeed.
doing on Sunday.
Right? Rest.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be rest. No
I might
doubt
have to
about
turn my
that.
phone off, bro.
I actually was thinking the same thing earlier today. I thought to myself, because it's green light go tonight, tomorrow, and we haven't even talked about the other fight. But yes, green light go tonight and tomorrow. So all I can think about is how fantastic sleeping in is gonna be on Sunday. And
man, Mr. LP, your age is going to be tested this weekend, bro.
Yo, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'll probably be sleeping all day on Sunday. I'm gonna wake up like, oh, what time is it? Oh, is it 9 o'clock at night? Well, I might as well go back to bed.
It don't even matter at that point, bro. As long as you wake up for work on Monday.
But so as he was just mentioning though, so I want to just go ahead and just reiterate, kind of recap regarding what we just did. So for tonight, 10-0 Promotions, Desert Rain, I believe is the name of the event, and then the Lolos and Taco Festival
tomorrow.
Both
location.
Location. Oh yeah, it's in.
I believe it's the Glendale Sports Complex or something like that.
Glendale Sports Complex tomorrow. So it's expected to be a great live event. So
they are anticipating like 15,000 people out there.
So both events have like a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah.
And this is what I love about the the people that are getting involved in doing these events. Daring to be different, I guess. Respect to them and stuff. So there's a little bit more. And I do actually got a show to talk about. That we're involved in and stuff and helping out push, and we'll be in the house with for next week. We'll get to that shortly, but all these events that are coming up here locally, there's just a little bit of everything that's going on, and you don't have to just necessarily be a fight fan, which I love, because if you will, maybe like the father of a family, he gets to bring the wife and kids out where they don't have to be stuck bored if they're not a fight fan. Be like, oh, Dad's dragging us out.
There's a lot more to choose from.
But he can be like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and watch these fights. If you guys want to go ahead and walk around, have some food.
I think they're gonna have they're gonna have games and stuff like that for kids too.
Yeah, so I mean, like there's a little bit of everything stuff, and again, more information coming on the upcoming event next week as well during this live broadcast. But during the day tomorrow, we actually do got us a fight night or. I'll fight after
a live pro fight, and we're talking about live on Netflix tomorrow. And the beauty about it for us here locally in the States is that it's in the afternoon hours, because it is coming to you live from London, I believe it is. Yeah, it's the one of the soccer stadiums out there, and I'm talking about the one and only, the returning former 2-time heavyweight champion, and that's Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is back, and I'm going to tell you something, Mr. LP. I saw the weigh-ins today, and both of these guys, Tyson Fury and Madrimov, that guy. But they're both super big athletes. Tyson Fury coming in.
I was rather surprised. He was equally as big as Tyson Fury, man.
Well, yeah, he's 6'5", 266. Oof. Tyson Fury's at 6'6". He came in at 265.
Oh wow!
So there's not much. I mean, okay, you got to look at hand speed that Tyson Fury obviously have. But if you were just sizing them up, like both dudes are large men, and they are calling it Battle of the Giants. That's
over 500 pounds in that ring right there, man. Just with the fighters alone. Not even counting the third man, the third chief in the ring, man.
Yeah. Makhmudov is the gentleman's name. And as I mentioned, that fight versus Tyson Fury, the main event, ring walks are at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 o'clock here in the Phoenix AZ area. 3 o'clock Arizona time, 2 o'clock Pacific. And that's the main event, ring walks. The co-main event is very intriguing. It's the return of Conor Benn back at his lower weight class. He's fighting Regis Prograis, who's also very heavy-fisted, but he's a very talented boxer himself. And that's going to be fought at a catch weight of 150 pounds.
I am very intrigued for the co-main event.
You would, because I think you've always been a Prograis fan.
Yes, I have.
The Rougalou, known as a Rougalou. Yeah, he's definitely interesting in his fighting style.
He could fight, man, and he's fouled short, a couple of times and stuff. But the guy comes to fight though. He definitely comes to fight. But I am a little intrigued. I'm excited about this one because Conor Benn is coming off a very impressive performance in his last fight versus Eubanks Jr.
At a weight class that was way too heavy for him.
Yeah, but he still made it happen and shine. So Conor Benn's coming back down, so he's more in his comfort zone, and he's taking on Regis, who again, he's no walk in the park, but I can't wait to see how that one pans out. I really can't. I'm super excited about that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only fight on the main card that is not heavyweight. It's Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis. Yeah, so the two opening belts are also a very large big men, and the whole telecast on Netflix starts at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock noon here in Arizona. You're going to have 4 professional fights. It ain't going to be any of that circus stuff, no unsanctioned, all pro fights coming from the Tottenham Spur Arena soccer stadium. They're anticipating over 50,000 fans in that stadium. Yeah. So Tyson Fury is back, and one thing I want to admit about Tyson Fury is lately you just don't know which version of Tyson Fury you're going to get because he's retired like 150,000 times.
Right.
But
He can't stay away.
No, he loves the sport too much. Yeah, it's an addicting habit. Trying to walk away from the sport of boxing when you ain't fully out the door. But one thing I did notice about Tyson Fury, it was almost like he went to rehab, somewhat, right? In my mind, what I'm getting at is he looked new to me. His body, his face. Well, his body always looks what it is, but I think more his skin, his color, he looked healthy.
Fresh, I would say fresh.
He looked healthy, like he got a facial or something. Like he didn't look like he was trying extra hard to try to like appease himself. He looks like he's been doing everything right that you should come in looking like when you're a fighter,
as opposed to coming in like so stale, so cobwebbed up. Just he's got to shake off. But
I think
interesting.
I think the time away from the ring did him quite well, and we'll see what the evidence is on the athletic side tomorrow. And we know Tyson Fury is one of those guys where he likes to stick and move, and he will sit there to bang a little bit. He is going to have the hand speed over this guy, and I do expect a Tyson Fury finish if he wants to be another main player in that heavyweight division. A lot of interesting fights that are being discussed, and if he looks good doing what he does, and the current heavyweight champion of the world, no longer undisputed because he gave up one of his belts, but we're talking about Alexander Usyk, and he fights next month at the end of May, and that's going to be on DAZN, and it's in the I think it's going to be in the pyramids in Giza or something like that in Egypt. So that's going to be a spectacle in itself.
Yeah, so that's going to be something.
The heavyweight division is on fire right now,
That's
bro.
going to be something. I hope wherever they have the arena or the setup, that it does have like a nice.
The pyramids are supposed to be behind them.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. That would be awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be one of those things, though. It was like the Times Square fights. It's supposed to be something that's going to be like once in a lifetime. I think this is going to be one of those too, where they're not going to have a lot of fans there, but it's going to look great on TV.
Gotcha. But hey, again, here's another example of promoters thinking outside the box and getting a little creative and putting together their events and shows and stuff,
Yep.
So, I mean, hey, this might be like something of a new trend. Is people, I guess, maybe trying to find what works as opposed to the norm. But hey, we'll see.
The fights tomorrow on Netflix, like I said, start early here in the U.S. it is being brought to you by not just Netflix, but Ring Magazine. And as well as the Alexander Usyk fight. It is a Ring Magazine event. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. But let's get to this fight card and let's get to our predictions. Mr. LP, Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis.
Okay, so yeah, as you already just mentioned, my guy, you know, I've always been a fan of Regis, man.
I sense a butt coming.
Yeah. You know, it's about what you've been doing lately, you know.
What have you done for me?
And Regis just kind of been he's kind of been on the slide. Well, you know, he took a couple of L's, and no shame because he's fought a couple of very talented fighters and all. I just think coming off of the 2 wars last year with Eubank, that Conor Benn is just he's just ready. He's ready. I know this man wants to be a champion, and he had a lot of issues that was going on over the last couple of years during his career. But with the guidance of Matchroom's Eddie Hearn, I do believe that this man would definitely be claiming a world title soon. And I do feel he's gonna put the hurting. And I do think he's going to get Regis out of there.
I need to correct you on one of those things, my dude. Is you know, I'm a big follower of the sport. And you mentioned how Conor Benn is being guided by Eddie Hearn, and that is no longer the case and hasn't been.
Oh, what's...
And this happened...
Oh, my gosh.
This happened a couple months ago where Conor Benn jumped ship, and he left Matchroom, and he went over to 4LUVofBOXIng.
Right after
This is now the debut under 4LUVofBOXIng for Conor Benn. And it was a big ordeal. There's a lot of rumors out there that he's getting paid handsomely for this one fight. But I saw a little promo video from Mr. Dana White, your boy. He put out something today that was promoting his fighter, Conor Benn, on the fight card, and mentioned he was a Zuffa fighter, Zuffa boxer. So something tells me this might not just be a one-fight deal with 4LUVofBOXIng and Conor Benn. So we'll see how that unfolds.
Do they have a bout? Zuffa have a bout in line for this particular fight? Do you know?
They do not have a Zuffa bout. No, this is a 150-pound fight, catch weight.
It's a catch weight, okay.
And so why it's 150 pounds is because... Conor Benn was coming down from 160 in his last 2 fights in his grudge matches, and they agreed on 150. And Regis Prograis is coming up. He's a natural 140 pounder, so he's coming up. So he's naturally the smaller fighter, but he's probably fighting at his walk around weight right now.
And that part. Yeah, that's kind of the deciding factor for myself. You know, Conor Benn is a big puncher. I mean, Regis is as well, but is that power going to be carried up? Those extra 10 pounds? Well,
you know what? I am fanboying right now on the mentality of Conor Benn, bro, and that showed me his last 2 fights that we saw. That we talked about so much last year because we were talking fight of the year. You know, and that first fight was simply amazing, and that second fight against Eubank was just a whitewash for Conor Benn, who is the naturally smaller fighter. How ironic would it be if Regis Prograis flips the script on Conor Benn tomorrow? We shall find out.
That would be interesting. But that's what I'm saying. I'm really intrigued to see how this pans out, man. I can't wait.
I do have little hopes for Regis Prograis, and I hope he shows up tomorrow and he holds a good standing for himself. But I am, too, putting everything in my hat for Conor Benn to win this fight. By stoppage. I just like the mentality that he's at right now. I really like where his mindset is, and physically he looked in great shape for 150 pounds.
Yes, yeah. He looked in really good shape.
We got Mr. Guapodamas chiming in as well. He says Conor Benn KOs Regis in under 7.
Ooh.
And under 7.
Guapodamas doing Guapodamas things. What's up, player? How you doing, my man? I hope you're doing all right.
Let's talk about his prediction real quick, since he ain't here to defend himself. Do we think that's a little disrespectful to Regis Prograis choosing him under 7?
No, I don't. Because I'm predicting a stoppage as well. 7 sounds about right. I'm thinking later rounds. You know, I believe it's a 10-round fight, right?
It's gonna be a 10 or a 12. I mean, it's probably a 10 only because it's the catch weight. If they were actually fighting at a particular weight, it could have been an eliminator, but I highly doubt it. So you're probably looking at a 10-round fight.
Right. But the thing is, like, both these guys are 12-round fighters, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just go 12 because
or 10 or whatever.
They like to stay pure with that. But It kind of is. Again, I'm a fan of Regis. I'm a fan, and I feel like I'm being, offending of he and his fans and family. He's him. He's that dude. And he's actually never been stopped. I mean, he's been in some really freaking good fights too. So
wasn't he stopped once by Devin Haney?
Did Devin Haney stop? No, Devin Haney didn't stop him. No.
Okay.
And he also fought and lost to Josh Kelly.
Oh, he's had some good opponents, bro.
And again, there's no shame in those two defeats we just mentioned right there. I mean, we're talking some excellent fighters. Okay.
Yeah.
So Conor Ben's gonna have to come with it to actually prove and make that stamp, and I really think he's going to.
Yeah.
I think Guapadamas. I think you're making a pretty fair pick there, man. I know normally we actually don't see eye to eye, but I think you might actually be on point with this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give the it's because I do have a little bit of respect for a little bit of more respect. I think in this fight, even though how much I like Conor Ben, he's not a big knockout artist. He punches hard, he gets up in your chest, but he doesn't have that one punch knockout power. And he's moving down in weight, so I'm curious to see, does he hold that down at a lighter weight, because he's been fighting at 160. So with all that being said, I'm gonna take Conor Ben by decision.
Okay.
And it's going to be unanimous for me, but it is going to be entertaining because both guys are going to throw. They're going to connect. They're going to both throw like at the same time kind of thing. And I think whoever's just going to get that split second quicker, or it's going to be right down the middle instead of looping. And I think Conor Ben throws that right hand a little bit tighter than Regis Prograis. But
and I appreciate you actually pointing that out there. I do feel, however long it lasts, if it goes a distance, great. It's going to be a fun fight. I think it's really going to be a fun fight. Both these guys come with it. And I don't expect anything less. I personally feel this is the main events of this fight card. Me personally, it's the co-main event, obviously, yes, but I'm more excited about this fight than the main event.
All right, get to it. Main event time. Predictions.
Yeah, so Tyson Fury and the other giants, what was his name?
Magomedov. Yeah.
So that man is very robotic. He's big and he's a big puncher, and I do believe in his last fight he got stopped by another big puncher. So it's heavyweight boxing. Mm-hmm. I don't see Tyson Fury stopping this guy. But
he just came off the couch, bro.
But I definitely see Tyson Fury having fun and boxing his ears off. And Tyson Fury, for being such a big guy, is very, very, very smooth in that ring, man. That dude could box, man. So, and I expect that it's gonna be a wipeout. He may get hit a couple times, it's big guys. He's gonna probably rough him up. He's gonna probably push Tyson Fury up against the ropes and just trying to do his part. But at the end of it, though, I think Fury definitely going to prevail and come up on top.
So
decision.
I can't disagree with you. I too think it's gonna go a decision, solely because I don't know if Tyson Fury is going to take this fight as seriously as he needs to. And the reason why I say that is because in the build-up, not just this fight week, but when they did the initial launch of this fight press conference, he was real clownish, like friendly, too friendly.
Playful, yeah.
Very, very much so.
And it was both ways, too. I don't know if you saw the bear hug, and he picked him up.
And you look at Magomedov, and you look at him, and that dude, man, he looks like one of those masks that you see at Halloween time in the store that you try to look like the scary guy.
Yeah.
He's like a werewolf. That's what he looks like.
That's a big dude, man.
When the dude just stands there and looks at you like that, you're just kind of like
whoa.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But normally you're looking up at him. Well, not Tyson Fury. He's the right.
Yeah,
and looking eye to eye with him. He's his equal. And with that being said, I think he's being extremely playful, as you quoted. And I don't know if that's a great approach, because that means he's a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, and you know this, right? And he's gonna have fun.
Yes.
But he's not gonna go out there to be a killer. He's not going out there. He should go out there to make a statement.
That part, okay.
He might.
Yeah.
He might just. Again, he could be dangerous, but something tells me he's gonna go out there. He's gonna enjoy his food, and that means 12 rounds. He might win 11 rounds to 1.
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying. So yeah, He basically, if you will, he's gonna knock off the cobweb stuff since he's back. Now he's back in the game, right? He took the gloves off that was being hung and put them back on. I actually think you're right on point with this. He's just gonna have some fun, get them rounds in. I really think that Tyson Fury is very, very confident in the fact that there's not many men that could actually beat him, and there's not many men that could put him on his ass, you know. Yeah. And I don't know if this guy's gonna be able to be much of a threat. It's gonna be a Tyson Fury showcase.
If Tyson Fury lands that beautiful 1-2 combination, he could end this fight early. He could end this fight early. He's definitely gonna hurt the dude, and is he gonna be that killer? I want to see that Tyson Fury. You can be nice like Manny Pacquiao leading into fights. You can be very playful and cordial with your opponent, because it is a gentleman's sport. I'm not asking him to go out there and be an Adrian Broner asshole towards your opponent or anything like that. You don't have to do all that. That's not what I'm stating here. What I'm stating is the heavyweight division, you're supposed to be the baddest man. And that just means, like, you...
handle your biz, huh?
During fight week, they need to fear you every time they look at you. And Tyson Fury right now, he's coming into this last chapter of his career, probably. Never say never in this sport. But I think he really still needs to keep that killer instinct if he wants to get the big dogs in his last hurrah. So let me go over the list of the big dogs in the heavyweight division. Of course, we got Alexander Usyk on top, right? And then right underneath that, you have the one belt holder in Fabio Wardley, who holds the WBO, I believe. That was only because Usyk had to relinquish that belt. And so Wardley knocks out Dubois. So he is also up there. Well, excuse me, Wardley did not knock out. Did he knock? No, he knocked out Joseph Parker. Excuse me. Yeah. How did I forget that? Guapadamas? Yeah, he knocked out Parker. and I don't know where Mr. Parker. Hey, Mr. Parker, where are you? I don't know where he's been at since then. He's probably hanging out with Chocolatito somewhere, having some Mai Tais.
Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker.
But yeah, so then you got Fabio Wardley defending his belt really soon, too, against Daniel Dubois, Triple D. And that's going to be a big fight as well. That's coming up real soon in a couple of weeks.
That's going to be a fun fight.
Deontay Wilder just came back and got a W over Derek Chisora. That was a big fight last week. I had a lot of back and forth action there. It got a little ugly in the beginning. Yeah. Started picking up a little bit in the middle, and then both of those guys were landing some decent shots. Both of them were very vulnerable. There was a lot of wrestling and tussling going on in there. That referee was too small to try to control those big men.
He had his hands full. There's no denying that.
If you go back and watch the replay of last week's fight with Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora, we're forewarning you right now, the first 5 rounds might be a little, but then it picks up around 6 through 12. And there was a lot of opportunity for both fighters to turn the tide on that fight. It was up in the air for both of them, even though Chisora was gassed since round 5. And Deontay Wilder could not get him out of there. The referee, again, man, that dude, they really need to reevaluate putting him in a heavyweight fight again.
Right.
He just could not handle those. He could not handle those dudes. But the end result was a Deontay Wilder decision.
And I gotta eat my words. My pick, I thought Chisora was just gonna be the veteran, super experienced heavyweight, and he was gonna get the what I was thinking, on his way out, Wilder. And I gotta give respect where it's due. Wilder did his thing, and he beat a very solid fighter. And I want you guys to keep on. If you guys look up both guys, don't let the record of Chisora fool you. I mean, he has over a dozen plus. Well, maybe I think it's 14.
I think it was 14 now with this
14
loss.
defeats.
Yeah,
and
but he's fought everybody.
But you gotta understand, this guy's been in the game for a long time, and it started off from him fighting the David Hayes and the Klitschko's, some years back. So he's been in the gauntlet with some of the dopest, best fighters in the planet. So, I mean, this guy comes to fight. Win, lose, or draw, he comes with it. And I also want to give him a shout-out to Chisora because, real talk, I haven't had the privilege to meet this man personally, but he seems like he's a very nice guy. And he has a tradition. If you guys, fight fans, if you guys been following his career, you should understand and know. But I'm going to go ahead and share it anyways. But he has a tradition after every fight, win, lose, or draw, he shares burgers with his opponent.
Five Guys.
Five Guys, and they go. He goes into their locker room, busts out the bag, and they just sit there and enjoy a burger together. And they just kind of talk, and no harm, no foul. It's a gentleman's sport, and it's a beautiful thing to see a gentleman gesture as such. And mad respect to Chisora, and I'm not quite sure what's next for him. He didn't say anything about him trying to ride out the sunset or nothing. I'm sure he probably still got like another fight or two, because at the end of it, especially in his country. He fills arenas. Like his people, the fans love him. Again, no matter his record, they will come out to see him fight because they know he's gonna give you a show. And respect to him for even after taking the L. And this is not the first time he's done that, but he'll still bring those burgers and share with them. That's pretty cool.
So a couple other points regarding that fight, and I hate to bust your bubble, but I didn't realize it until fight day last Saturday that it was being promoted as Derek Chisora's farewell fight.
Really?
Yeah. So win, lose, or draw. I believe this was going to be the end of his boxing career. Both guys are aged. If I'm not mistaken, Chisora was 42 and Deontay Wilder was 40. Or vice versa, one of the two.
Right.
They were both in their 40s, and in this sport, that's a little bit over. It's a little bit over. So to continue to produce at a high level, it's very rare. You get a fighter over their 40s. Again, it has been done, but in the heavyweight division, not so likely.
Yeah, that's far in
So
between.
with that being said, I think that was Derek Chisora's last fight, and that's why he filled that arena, because people knew that they were there to support him and his last final hurrah, and he did give them their money's worth. He really did. And Deontay Wilder again stays relevant. He somehow stays relevant. And
again, I'm surprised. I was
again,
wrong.
he's very
I
limited
was
now.
wrong.
He is very limited now. But you always have to watch out for that right hand. And man, when he lands it,
That's the X factor.
it's
right
almost
there, man.
like you get too overly excited. He gets so overly excited, he can't control his damn body. His feet become wide.
Clumsy, man.
He becomes super
clumsy.
undisciplined. When he lands one big shot and then his mind just shuts off, or his body mobilization just shuts off, and he just goes street. And he hasn't changed it one bit. And I know that irritates Mr. LP, because when it comes, I'm just like, oh, and then I'm just waiting for somebody to blink, like right down the middle of a big overhand right, because he was being...
And there comes the windmills.
Yeah.
And there comes the windmills.
And then, again, too, he's a pro boxer. He's been boxing as a heavyweight for a very long time, and it works for him. But, man, I'm just like, how much longer until somebody catches him coming in with some of that nonsense? And this fight, it didn't happen. It almost did. But this fight, it didn't happen.
He got some pretty big shots and got rocked, but he shout out to Wilder, man.
So,
he's a tough cookie too, man. He's a real tough cookie.
A very interested onlooker was ringside for that fight, and we're talking about Mr. Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua,
yeah, who also is on the top of that heavyweight list, because not just because of his popularity, but the fact that he held the heavyweight title multiple times. He also too has fought in everybody except Deontay Wilder.
Yes,
and
that would be nice.
Deontay Wilder went across the pond for this fight with Chisora, so you can't say now he hasn't fought across the pond. But the fight with the Anthony Joshua could be somewhat entertaining. It could be.
And I actually do think that'll be a fight that should be taking place across the pond.
Absolutely.
AJ is a massive draw.
He's still a superstar. He fills up.
Massive draw. And if they're smart about it, that's the route you want to go. That's where the money's at. That's where the big bang is.
If I'm not mistaken, the same venue that Tyson Fury's fighting at tomorrow, AJ sold that bad boy out. I think they had damn near 80,000 people there.
Amazing.
We'll see at this point in his career how much Tyson Fury can fill that stadium. But Anthony Joshua was fighting Usyk, I think, in that stadium probably at that time. So a little bit more on the line there. But still, this is Netflix that's behind this promotion tomorrow with Fury. and that's the heavyweight.
There's gonna be a lot of eyes on the sport of boxing tomorrow afternoon. You know, it's Netflix.
Sure
It's easy access for many to actually see. DAZN is like the home of boxing. It seems as such at this particular point. So like, you know, the hardcore fight fans. You know, I know you guys are out there. They're the ones that are the subscribers and actually keep that going. And I'm a proud subscriber of DAZN as well, you know. But Netflix is getting some play here, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
A couple honorable mentions in the heavyweight division that you need to know about is my guy Moises Utamba, who is also British and from the England area.
Big puncher.
He's very slick.
Puncher.
Not the biggest guy, but he knows how to box. He's got the perfect.
He's quick,
he's
sharp.
got the perfect
he has
IQ for the heavyweight division. Yeah.
He has a compact style, completely, as we were just mentioning regarding Wilder and his wide punches. Moses is very tight. He knows how to put them punches together, and he's really fast. And I think
he doesn't waste no energy.
I think with regarding his power, I think a lot of it has to do a combination with the speed as well, because he knows how to place the punches and put that little pop into it. It's not just brute, strong, big man strength. Because I mean, yeah, he's a big guy. He's not one of the biggest heavyweights as you just mentioned, but my goodness, he's been putting on some hellacious knockouts, man.
Yep, and he's going to be putting on a lot more. Unfortunately, he's not going to get a title fight against Usyk because Usyk is on a. I think after this fight, he wants to potentially fight Tyson Fury if both guys prevail their big fights for another massive fight, and I think that might be Usyk's like. See you later to the heavyweight division. We won't see him pass the torch kind of fight against Moises Utamba.
I mean, I'm not too crazy about that since it's kind of like been there, done that. But I get it though in regards to the business aspect of the massive Usyk and Tyson going at it again is definitely going to be huge for the sport of boxing. And of course, I'm tuning in. You know what I mean?
So the other honorable mention fighter is Richard Torres. He's an undefeated American, undefeated Olympian.
Torres Jr.
Olympian, up and coming heavyweight. He's on the Usyk undercard, and he's going to be fighting Frank Sanchez. Yep. So look out for that fight as well. And then the aforementioned Joseph Parker. So yeah, those are a lot of the name players in the heavyweight division. There's a couple other guys that have peeked in a little bit, but honorable mention doesn't make this list. So heavyweight season for the sport of boxing starts more. It started last week, 2 weeks ago with Utamba. Came out victorious, impressively. Deontay Wilder won last week. This week, Tyson Fury. And then we have a whole slew of other heavyweight fights coming up on DAZN and Netflix. Starts tomorrow with Tyson Fury.
Excellent.
Can't wait. You know what else happened this week? They announced the press conference. They had a press conference. And the first face-off with your boy Xander Zayas and Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
That fight's going to take place this summer in Brooklyn. And it's for a unified 154 title defense for Xander Zayas. Both guys undefeated, both guys in the prime. We've talked about this fight in the past, and we talked about the significance of this fight and the other belt holders around it as well. Your boy, our boy, Eddie Hearn, represents Boots Ennis. He is doing this fight in commingling with Top Rank, who has now joined DAZN.
DAZN.
So,
and
like you said, the boxing
they're working together now,
yes,
man. They're
everybody
making
is.
things happen, man.
Absolutely, and it's a beautiful time. So, you got two guys in their prime.
Beautiful thing.
We talked about that already. Did you catch any of the face-off back and forth?
Yeah. So what caught my eye more so during that is the fact that I get it because Boots coming up, but that kid Xander's he's a pretty big boy. He got the size on Boots,
doesn't he? He's a natural 54 pounder.
Yeah, he's got the size on him, and I can't believe that I actually, if you remember, was it an episode or two ago where I actually was making a comment about? I thought to myself, I don't think I'm sold on the fact that Boots can make is a guarantee, and I'm not even a big fan of Xander, but Boots coming up, Boots just came up to the division. And I really don't think I've seen a fight yet that solidifies the fact that I'm convinced that he belongs at that division as a major player, dominating. I guess this one we're going to go ahead and see and find out. But he's fighting a young buck, I mean, I think Xander still got something to prove too, but I'm sure him and his team are going to utilize everything they can, regards to the promotion of this fight, to springboard his star power. Because if you guys remember, he was one half of the fighters that was in the Bad Bunny halftime show, with Emiliano Vargas. So I mean, in which is all eyes on them and stuff, and they're utilizing that to make them become the stars that they hope that these two young men can be. I think Emiliano Vargas definitely has the serious potential to become a huge star. I'm still not sold on Xander, but I'm not going to sit here at this point now. I'm not going to sit here and say what we were saying, dead man walking. I'm going to give him a chance. Let's see what happens in this fight.
Oh, wait, are you backtracking?
Yeah, man.
That's what the first face-off did for you. It made you second guess yourself, huh?
Yes.
Man, did Mr. LP get religion? All right,
I see the light, but hold on. What's your thoughts on it, though?
I got a lot to say regarding that fight, but let's take it to the fans. Let's take it to who's tuning in. We got to give a shout out to George Santiago, who's following us live on Facebook. Much love, homie.
Thank you.
He stated, "Is Xander ready for boots?" Do you think he's ready for that?
See?
And I think you kind of cover that a little bit. Mr. Guapodamas is on there, and he's saying he's not at that level. He ain't ready for boots. So, yes, definitely chime in. Let us know your thoughts on the Xander Boots fight that's going to be going on this summer on the Zone.
Is there a date on that?
June 27th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but okay, thanks.
Yeah, so we had talked about this when it was first being discussed. We talked about it a little bit last week when it was made official. And now that they've done the first face-off press conference and stuff like that, you get to size him up a little bit more. And Xander looks really comfortable, bro. Like, Xander just looks really comfortable and confident. And I don't know if, I've necessarily had to see him look like that before. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention because the opposition wasn't quite what it is now. And he's stepping up. And I think when we had David Galaviz in studio and we asked him about that fight, and if I can't take away from him the comments, and the only reason why I remembered that this specific comment was because somebody else who's a big boxing head said the same exact thing to me this week. And he and David both said, they believe that this is a win-win for Xander Zayas.
Yeah, And
I fully 100% agree with that, because an L for Xander doesn't mean his career is over.
Yeah, so young, that's a learning experience versus a seasoned
What have
fighter.
we seen with other young fighters who took their first L and then what they became after that? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, he's on the main stage in a big-time, prime-time event. If he does do decently well and loses, he still wins. Yes, he loses the belts, but he's still young enough. We'll see the end result if he takes an L. He's that young. He can definitely use that to his advantage.
I was just about to say, so sometime, regarding the whole everything happens for a reason, like sometime a young fighter that maybe doesn't have everything put together, there may be some missing elements in regards to his game and all, but taking that out, just getting it out of the way, the goose egg is so overrated these days to me, and it always has been. There's nothing wrong with getting a defeat and stuff and rolling it out. Get it out of your system, if you will, so that way you can go ahead and go back to the drawing board. Learn from those mistakes that would make you take that L and make you a more complete, better fighter moving forward. And we've seen that plenty of times, throughout the history of the sport of boxing. And again, I really wasn't. I'm backpedaling myself. I'm not saying I'm sold on him 100, but I'm gonna give the kid a chance. I'm gonna see what he got.
Mr. Guapodamas and George Santiago on Facebook, they're going back and forth communicating about the fight. and both of them are obviously, leaning towards Boots. But Guapodamas stated something, and he says he thinks that people underestimate Xander, that he's going to be doing a little bit more than we think. In that fight. So, what I'm hearing, and here we are 2 weeks after the fight was announced, now opinions start to be changing a little bit pro Xander. Not this guy. Boots Anderson by White. He is going to whoop that ass.
Whoop that trick.
What he's doing right now, he's already playing the mind game with Xander Zayas right now. Xander Zayas ain't a shit talker, bro. Boots is a shit talker. Xander Zayas is not a shit talker. He's already coming out of pocket. The more shit Xander Zayas talks, the worse it's going to get. He needs to be that composed Latino representative where you let the gloves do the talking. You don't got to try to be one on top. You don't got to over-position yourself. I'm not saying don't get pumped. I ain't saying be no bitch. What I'm saying is hold yourself in a classy style like the legends did from Puerto Rico and defend yourself when needed. If he somehow, and I'm talking less than 1%, I'm going that far.
Okay.
And I'm going to stand on it all the way to the bank. And if he comes and does the thing and somehow or another pulls off the miracle of 2026, how big of a star would Xander Zayas be?
Yeah. So that's a really good question, and it's big shoes to fill. So let's take into account, as you just mentioned, he's from the bloodline of the small island of Puerto Rico, which produced some of the most excellent fighters in history. They have an excellent program in their space, and
I'm
Mexico,
not even sure if he trains there anymore. Though.
Right, but still
New York based,
the
right?
bloodline, the bloodline though. So I mean, he represents the culture, the people.
He does.
So, but what I'm
Hence
saying,
the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny.
Yeah. So the whole Mexico versus Puerto Rico feud has always been something of legend in the sport of boxing, and I'm pretty sure maybe in some other sports, but boxing right here. But I think I do feel if he was to pull out something like this, it would definitely. I think that would definitely put him in a serious position and be a mega star for years to come. This could be, and it should be his shining moment. Like I said, just coming off of the halftime show, being. I mean, it was a brief little moment. You had to know who he was and all that stuff. But I'm saying that brief little nugget of just his presence there. They're like, oh, okay. So if you know, you know. But they're really grooming him to be some superstar. He's not there yet. He isn't. And can he? Wow, that's yet to be determined. And he's facing a guy that's a hell of a fighter. Boots Ennis is that guy. I wanted to see him fight a couple other guys at 147. It just didn't happen, with other guys moving up and all that stuff. So Boots is pretty much getting in where he fits in. So yes, you said this is a unification bout. So this. Is this a unification bout?
This is the two belts that Xander has are on the line.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Boots is coming in trying to snatch his stuff.
He is.
Oh, and you know what? I actually regarding the face-off too. What are your guys' thoughts about this? The curse, the bad omen of the challenger grabbing and touching the champion's belt in that first face-off, where it never actually works out for him and stuff. I call BS on that myself personally, but I kind of see that talks going around in the boxing community about the fact that Boots should have kept his hands to himself.
It's just clickbait. I'm not a believer in all those little tradition things or witchcraft or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, all it is okay. I mean, all it takes is one, right? And it's not like every time you touch the belt, everybody has lost.
Sure.
Okay, well,
for sure. But people's run with it though.
Sure. You're like, hey, it's clickbait. But that's neither here or there for me. Boots is gonna walk out of there a unified champion and solidify himself at 154.
We shall see. So, Mr. Valley of the Sun, we're actually hitting at the 55-minute mark here. I think it's almost time for that wrap up. But before we do, if you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and just spring into next Saturday. And have a conversation in regards to that really quick before we go ahead and say our closings. But it's fight night.
Again.
It's fight night in downtown Phoenix at the Arizona Center. And yet again, we have an event that's going to be taking place that's unorthodox and out of the normal. So in this particular case here, April the 18th, Arizona Center, there's going to be a boxing ring, there's going to be an MMA ring, and there's going to be matches going on in both sectors. There's food, of course. There's going to be a lot of vendors. There's going to be some entertainment for the family, and it's family friendly. It's going to be interesting events. It's out of the norm in regards to the venue. It's going to be outside, so prepare for that if you're going to attend. And I hope that you guys do. I've been out flooding these streets and doing my part regarding getting the posters into certain spots where they need to be and flyers. And I'm excited to see how this one pans out. It's going to be an interesting night. The spokesperson for the promoter, and that's Mr. Lennon, is none other than the Hall of Famer. What's his name? My goodness, I'm at a brain fart right now. Jerry, help me out. He lost to Bud Crawford in his last fight and called it a career. His dad threw in the towel.
What weight class?
147.
Oh.
Porter. I'm sorry.
Sean Porter.
Sean Porter.
Yeah, he's
Showtime Sean Porter. I'm sorry. Forgive me, guys. Oh my gosh, and Sean Porter. I'm sorry, my man. But so he actually has made his presence here in the Valley a couple of times. I myself didn't get a chance to make the presser. They were actually about a week ago at Central Boxing. They did a nice little presentation. They donated some. The promoter donated some money to the gym for repairs and development for the kids to grow, and that's awesome. And they had a nice little setup and stuff. Sean Porter was there, meet and greet and everything, and all. It was a nice little setup. I wish I would have made it. It wasn't on the cards for me and stuff. But I'm definitely going to be at the show. I'm curious to see how this all pans out. And if you guys are in the Valley, you guys will see them. The flyers are everywhere. They got banners, they got billboards, out on the freeway, and you'll see the promotions. So April the 18th, show up and show some love. But yeah, we're going to talk about that more next Friday as well. So that'll be the day before that fight. Now with that, we're going to go ahead and do our goodbyes and say, Mr. Valley of the Sun. Why don't you go ahead and give your shout-outs, my man.
All right, so I got a couple quick shout-outs to a couple of fighters that are going to be upcoming fighting in the next couple of weeks. The weekend of the 25th, if you're in the Las Vegas area or happen to be in Las Vegas, the weekend of April the 25th, there's going to be an undercard fighter, and it's going to be headlined on DAZN. It's a matchroom boxing event. Philip Vela, who's promoted here by a Phoenix local promotion, Del Sol Boxing, and shout out to Gabriel and the Del Sol team. They have this young man who's on the up and coming rise. He's from the Vegas area, so shout out to Philip Vela, who's going to be fighting a more seasoned veteran, and Rodriguez, and that's going to be on the 25th. That's going to be on the DAZN undercard, which you could probably find on the DAZN app or probably on YouTube. But that's on the 25th of April. Shout out to Philip Vela and his training camp. And then shout out to David Benavidez, who will also be fighting in Vegas 1 week later for Cinco de Mayo, which is May 2nd, actually. And that's a big fight card. And that's going to be on PBC, on Amazon, or on DAZN.
It's also on DAZN?
You can cash that on either or platform. And that's what's up. David Benavidez is ready to put hands together with Zurdo Ramirez's face, and that's going to be a very entertaining fight card. Can't wait for that.
That's another division he's going for a title for, right? So
he's moving up in weight to fight for Zurdo's 2 belts.
So Zurdo is a unified champion in that division, and Benavidez is coming in
from light heavyweight, moving up 20 pounds,
to see
bro.
What's up. And I'm so excited for that.
I want to see what he does.
That Cinco de Mayo weekend, right? So let's let that sink in real quick. I'm sorry, I know this is your shout out.
It's all good.
But like, David Benavidez isn't fucking around. He's coming.
When does he fuck around, bro?
He's coming. He's coming to take the, if you will, quote unquote, Super Bowl dates of boxing, which is Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence. And he's not making no secret about it. He's like, screw everyone, it's mine. And guess what?
So far,
he took it.
Well, he took one.
He took one of them for sure. And then, hey, no, obviously it's going to be a major factor in regards to how he does in that particular fight, and all, which I don't expect anything less than hell of a performance from the hometown homeboy David Benavidez, the monster. But go ahead, Jerry. I apologize, man. Carry on.
No, it's easy to get carried away when we're talking about David Benavidez because not only are we fans of David, we've known David and his family for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Shout out to the
again,
Benavidez family.
we are coming to you live from the Phoenix, Arizona market, and David Benavidez is a Phoenix-owned resident. So this is home to David. He was here not too long ago to do a open workout at the Gila River Casinos, which is a new sponsor for David.
My goodness, that seemed like that was so long ago, but yeah, we stay busy, brother.
Yeah.
We're there.
We were there, and we had a great time watching him. He put it on for the fans, and then now he's in Vegas, and he's deep in the camp, and he's working alongside the Vargas brothers. The Vargas brothers are not working against him, but they're just training together. And so he's already in Vegas. David ain't going nowhere. He's going to finish his camp there. And he's going to put on one hell of a show May 2nd. And I believe that event is at the T-Mobile Arena.
Nice.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or the MGM Grand, one of the two. I think it's T-Mobile. And so if there's, I think there's several tickets left. So if you're looking for tickets and you want to wait it out a little bit, well, you could always reach out to my boy Jim Boone at KO Tickets on all social media platforms. KO Tickets. His name is Jim Boone, and you can tell him your boy Jerry, Valley of the Sun, sent you.
I promise you, he always got the hookup.
He's got the hookup. You don't got to pay any additional fees. The best view for your buck, guaranteed. And then one final shout out to Tyson Fury, who fights tomorrow on Netflix. I read a story that his custom boxing shoes tomorrow are going to pay homage to another mate from England that we lost last year. He has the logo and the representation of the one and only Ricky Hitman Hatton on his boots, on his boxing boots, custom made, one of one. And if you notice the logo of the Hatton brand, it had like wings on the original logo. Well, he took a little bit of that and put it on his boot. So Ricky Hatton, rest in peace. There was only one.
There's only one.
Ricky Hatton.
Remember we were blessed to actually cross paths with him in Vegas.
We talked about that story a couple times on past episodes.
Very
instrumental,
welcoming guy. He was a boxing. He was for the fans through and through, and I got number respect for that. So shout out to you, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, so he's gonna be represented on Tyson Fury's boxing boots tomorrow. You heard it here. Check him out. I think it's like a baby blue with the white liner on that. So it's gonna be Tyson Fury's a showman.
That's too cool.
And and he's also paying homage to his countrymen. So with all that being wrapped up and said, thank you to RTU for having us again on a Friday. This is our home. Thank you for all for tuning in to the 4LUV of Boxing podcast. Again, tonight at the Stratus, we're heading over there now. Come find Mr. LP, get him a birthday cocktail. If you can't find him, buy me two, and I'll keep them both.
All right. Yeah. So my guy, I'm gonna make this a little more quick and short because I'm ready to go get to these fights. But you definitely served it up pretty good. But so to all the boxing fans out there, not just here in the city but globally, hey, we're a tight knit community. We're small but we're mighty. We're a group that stays. Everybody's in the networking, and somebody knows somebody, and I like that, man, and I love it. I love this sport, and again, I can't tell you guys how thankful I am and blessed to be doing this and talk boxing, And it's my birthday, and I'm not sitting there trying to just. It's my birthday, but I choose. I wanted to be here and do what I love to do.
It's his birthday, and he can rant if he wants to.
You can't call it work if you love what you do, man. So, but yes, we're gonna wrap this up here again. Stratus, 43rd Avenue, and Indian School, 10-0 Promotions. Hooking it up. It's going to be a hell of a show. We're on our way right there right now. You're going to be catching us on the social media apps. We're going to be putting behind-the-scene good stuff that you guys could be sharing and catching with us. But, hey, it's Friday.
If they can't make the fights tonight and they wanted to watch it and stream it, Flash Media Sports. Might be a couple bucks. That's it. And you can watch all the fights streaming right now.
YouTube, Flash Media Sports.
Yeah.
My man's Mel and Truz, the director, are out there right now getting the streaming set up. Well, it's already set up, but they're making sure that it's running smoothly for everybody. But I was just about to say real quick. So, yeah, it's Friday. Nobody usually shouldn't have to work tomorrow anyways, and it's my birthday. Come by. Let's get Let's get
litty.
Let's get litty splitty and have a good time. It's freaking Friday, you guys. Full Love of Boxing, and as you see in Valley of the Sun right there too, because we say representing the brands. Period. Full Love of Boxing, I say repping LP for life, baby. Is what we do. Is how we roll. RTU. Respect the underground.
Shout out to Justice.
Shout out to Justice. This is Full Love of Boxing's home, and I'm forever thankful for that.
The number 4, LUV
of boxing.
Stay blessed, everybody.
Success and nothing less.